Attila would have succeeded in subjugating the world, if not a sudden rise in ocean water had not engulfed the White Island continent. Azure was still aloft and Vimanas flew into the hollow earth, to dwell among the Hyperboreans and the Nagas. After the Great Flood, giants and Vimanas have been randomly sighted periodically all through recorded history. Vimanas were seen on 2 different occasions helping the young Alexander the Great with vitally important military campaigns. The first time seen coming out of the Jaxartes River when fighting against the Scythians, and the second time they were seen helping Alexander destroy the walls of ancient Tyre. His empire united both the exoteric and esoteric worlds.
Original text from Columbus's log has been made available to the History Channel by archivists at Fordham University. Custodian of a rare handwritten copy.
Almost 1800 years later, we have another famous incident. Right before reaching the Americas, Christopher Columbus recorded in his logbook that he and his crew spotted a Vimana come up out of the ocean, hover for a time, and then fly away into the sky. 5 millennia after the Great Flood, occultists began to search for the lost land of Attila and its extremely advanced technology, in order to use it to subjugate the world for themselves. They sought the descendants from the survivors of the Attila catastrophe. After little success in South America, Egypt, and India, they finally hit pay dirt, when they made an expedition into Tibet and the surrounding area. The Tibetan monks of esoteric Buddhism told Satan's chosen people, if they could deliver a sacrifice of 6 million of the chosen people of God, then Sanat Kumara himself said they could have all the secrets of Attila. This included access to the coded records, location of the mummies of the ancient survivors of Attila, even how and where to dig up the punished watchers, and even the location of Attila itself along with all its evil technology. Attila was now called Antarctica. After the Nazis eagerly carried out their sick part of the deal, they voyaged to Antarctica, and built Base 211. They found the flash-frozen technology of Attila below the ice, covered in ancient ruins. They also started the long process of finding and digging up the Watchers, to help them retro-engineer all the advanced technology being rediscovered. Knowing that most of the Watchers were buried in the deserts of what was now the United States, the occult elitists devised another evil ruse. They would have a semi-secret war in the Antarctica between the Nazis and the US. The Nazi generals would put up a good enough fight to sell the ruse, but for the most part allow America to win. The operation was called Operation High Jump, and was led by Admiral Richard Byrd, famed for having flown into the Hollow Earth through the North Pole entrance. The enormous Task Force 68 fleet arrived in Antarctica in late December in 1946. Shortly after reaching the Nazi base in New Swabia, the first battle involving Vimanas since antediluvian times commenced. Atlanteans took the confiscated technology and occult Nazi scientists back to the United States with them under the guise of Operation Paperclip and Odessa. There they could work together with the American occultists of NJ-12, as they created deep underground military bases referred to simply as DUMBs. From these they could more easily dig back up the fallen Watchers. From these DUMBs like Area 51 and S4, they could work on the Antichrist's New World Order army, while incrementally releasing some of the technology to the public. Most of it would be suppressed, until they used it to create their New World Order, a super advanced, scientific, worldwide dictatorship. Here they could also develop modern Vimanas and Vilexi, plus work on holography, HARP, and other advanced technology found in the Antarctica. The Watchers could also create a new brood of Nephilim via the guise of alien abduction. These new gigantic Nephilim, the Fallen Watchers, the Nagas, Fourth Reich Nazi Ubermensch, and all the new Vimanas and Vilexi will be a part of what is known as the Strong Delusion. The Strong Delusion is basically a complex scenario of false flags involving supposed alien invasion, and so-called disclosure. The good alien versus bad alien pretext will be employed for the maximum effect, in trying to fool the conditioned masses. They want the final result of all this deception to be a one-world government, thus bringing in the evil 7-year New World Order.
I will not be pushed, filed, stamped, indexed, briefed, debriefed, or numbered. My life is my own.
For official purposes, everyone has a number. Yours is number 6.
I am not a number. I am a person.
The state has proven that there is no God!
The idea is that every single human being is Christ.
The fallen Archons will pretend to be the Galactic Federation of Light that has come to defeat the so-called Greys, Reptilians, and their minions known as the Illuminati. Piloting what are called light ships, they will give humanity tremendous technological help, and bring in a false peace for 3.5 years. After that, mankind will see that it was all a very clever deception. The fallen Archons will use their light ships along with the Antichrist's Vimanas and Vilexi to fight against God's Merkabahs in the final battle, foretold of in Revelation 12:7.